let's discuss new problem, finding a number of pairs with some key. So problem statement is that we have to find a pair of elements, means two elements, in such a way that their sum should be equal to k. K may be anything. We are taking it from the user. So we have an array in front of us, that is number of elements index 0 to 9, and we have to solve this by using a nice solution and as well as a better solution. So first we discuss the logic, how we should proceed with this type of problem. When we have a pair and that pair should be equal to some k, then it's simple that we have to first take our first element I is equal to 0, and in second loop we have to just go through that array and find out that I is equal to 0 plus that array of j equal to k. If it is possible, then we should print out that yes, we got the pair. That is a nice solution. That is with the help of big of n square. Why big of n square? Because we require for loop, and inside that for loop we require inner for loop. So that's why it takes n square time, because outer loop will take n time, and for each one time the inner loop will take n time. So n into n, that is n square, total time complexity is required. In second go, means in second method, we use a hash table. That means we take an index array and we just put them as a 0, means each element should be 0 in that particular array. And as we find each element in that index as array element, then we just increment that 0 to 1, means we found that element in our array. And after that we just decrement that particular number from k, and if we found that if that element which holding that particular subtraction is not equal to 0, that means that particular subtraction is available in the index array, that means it is 1, then we should say that the pair is fine. So that is the second logic. So that is not a very big logic or very big problem to solve. We just solve by using a simple logic. So that's it. So let's code it. Enter the elements. Enter the number of elements. Number of elements. Enter the number of elements. Then n. And here we require also array. Let's say size 50. And index array, let's say size 50. So this two we require. And after that we have to take that element from user. So cin array of I. So just taking the elements from user input. Then after that, nice solution which is comparing or using the two loops. It takes big of n square time. And then we have to compare that if array of I plus array of j equal to k. Also we have to take the number which tells us the sum. So let's say enter the key. Which is some element. That's it. So all things are defined, declared, whatever it may be. This is first solution, means it is first go. And if you find that if array of I plus array of j is equal to k, then we have to simply put array of I and array of j as our pair elements. This is one solution. So we have to check it. Let's save it and run it. So enter the number of elements. So number of elements are 10. Then first element is 6. Then 3. Then 8. Then 10. Then 1. Then 7. Then 5. Then 2. Then 9. Then 14. And enter the key. The sum. So we want sum as 10. So that's it. 3 plus 7 is 10. 8 plus 2 is 10. 1 plus 9 is 10. So these three pairs we found out in our array, which are present in this array. So that's it. Code is run successfully, which is nice solution with the help of big of n square time. So let's discuss another way around, means by using just one for loop. So in that case, we have to use index array, of I, array of I plus plus. Simply, first we have to equate that index array equal to 0. So 1. So that's it. So we are just assigning that index array to 0. So here we increment according to the array element as an index, and then increment each and every element. And after that, we have to use another for loop to check if that if index array k minus array of I is not equal to 0, means that particular pair is found in that array, then we just print out array of I and k minus array of I. That's it. Go. So first in first we what we did, we just increment this index array. For example, here is a 6, so in place of sixth index we just increment this as a 1. So here 3, second element, so we just increment 3 as a 1, then 8, then we increment just 8 as a 1. Likewise, we just increment each and every index array 0 to 1, and that conclude that we have the number which is present inside array. And after doing that, we just subtract k minus array 5. For example, k is 10 and array 5 is 4, then 6 is getting our element. And if that 6 is not equal to 0 in index array, for example here 6, so but 6 is not 0, that means that 6 pair is 6 element is occur in that particular index array, that means the pair can be possible. So we just print that array of I and k minus array of I, which is a pair. So just run the code. So number of element is 10, then 6, then 3, then 8, then 10, then 1, 7, 5, 2, 9, 40. Asking enter the sum. So we here get 37821973552894141. So although it is giving a duplicate pairs also, means 3 7 and 7 3, it occurs twice, but we getting the number of pairs. So that's it. This is by using a big of n time complexity, because here we just require one for loop which is not a inner loop, so computability is increased, time complexity is decreased. So that's our goal. So thank you for watching. Like, share, subscribe. Stay blessed. Thank you.